Being ugly. Physical unattractiveness, while subjectively defined, refers to falling outside culturally determined beauty standards. This experience, though painful, creates developmental pressures that forge alternative strengths. When individuals cannot rely on appearance to smooth social interactions, they must develop other competencies to connect, persuade, and succeed. The primary advantage of not being conventionally attractive is accelerated development of humor, personality, social intelligence, and genuine competence. People who can't coast on looks are forced to cultivate wit, empathy, conversational skills, and authentic charm. They learn to read social situations more carefully, develop self-deprecating humor that disarms others, and build connections based on substance rather than surface. Studies show that people who perceive themselves as less attractive often develop superior emotional intelligence and more sustainable relationship skills. The obvious trade-off is reduced immediate social advantages, potential discrimination in certain contexts, and the psychological burden of not meeting beauty standards. While beauty advantages peak early and decline, personality-based advantages strengthen throughout life, often resulting in more meaningful success and connection in the long term. Short height. Shorter stature evolved in environments where resource efficiency and physical agility mattered more than reach or intimidation. Smaller bodies require significantly fewer calories, mature faster, and offer biomechanical advantages that taller frames cannot match. Throughout evolution, shorter individuals thrived in resource-scarce and high-density environments. The primary advantage of short height is superior strength-to-weight ratio and biomechanical efficiency. Shorter people demonstrate faster reaction times due to shorter neural pathways, experience fewer fall-related injuries because of lower center of gravity, and show longer average life expectancy due to reduced cardiovascular strain. In sports, shorter athletes dominate gymnastics, wrestling, Formula One racing, martial arts, and rock climbing, where power-to-weight ratios and quick reflexes matter most. Social biases and reach limitations create obvious challenges, particularly in cultures that associate height with leadership or attractiveness. But that's no problem for our short kings. Introversion. Introversion affects roughly 30 to 50% of the population, characterized by gaining energy from solitude rather than social interaction. This trait evolved because human groups needed both outward-facing individuals and deep thinkers who could analyze, plan, and reflect. Introverts process information more thoroughly, routing stimuli through longer neural pathways associated with planning and problem-solving rather than quick reward-seeking circuits. The hidden advantage of introversion lies in superior one-on-one connection and deep thinking. Introverts naturally excel at listening, observing, and thinking before speaking, skills invaluable in friendships, creative work, counseling, and any role where depth matters more than volume. They form fewer but stronger relationships, often becoming the trusted confidant in social circles. The trade-off includes feeling drained by parties, being labeled quiet or boring, and sometimes being overlooked for leadership despite strong capabilities. Left-handedness. Left-handedness occurs in approximately 10% of the population and persists despite a right-handed world because it provides frequency-dependent advantages. Being neurologically different from the majority creates competitive edges in interactive situations. Left-handers develop stronger connections between brain hemispheres through their corpus callosum, resulting in enhanced information transfer between logical and creative processing centers. The hidden advantage lies in superior creativity, adaptability, and competitive edge in interactive sports. Left-handers constantly adapt to right-handed tools and environments, building cognitive flexibility that transfers to problem-solving. Their enhanced cross-hemisphere brain connections correlate with divergent thinking and spatial reasoning abilities. In sports like tennis, boxing, baseball, and fencing, left-handers hold significant advantages because opponents rarely practice against them, making their movements harder to read and defend against. Living in a right-handed world means daily inconveniences with tools, scissors, musical instruments, and workstations. Writing systems that smear left to right create additional frustrations. However, left-handers are overrepresented among architects, musicians, artists, and athletes. Heavy sleeper. Heavy sleepers require significant stimulation to wake and sleep through disturbances that rouse others easily. This trait evolved in environments where constant vigilance wasn't necessary and deep recovery was prioritized. When group safety was assured by sentries or secure shelters, those who could achieve profound sleep gained significant recovery advantages. The hidden advantage of heavy sleeping is exceptional physical and cognitive restoration. Heavy sleepers consistently reach deep sleep stages where the body performs critical maintenance like muscle repair, immune system strengthening, and toxin clearance from the brain. They experience superior memory consolidation as information transfers from short-term to long-term storage. Their sleep architecture prioritizes quality over vigilance, resulting in better physical recovery, stronger immune function, and enhanced mental cleanup that lighter sleepers often miss. Missing alarms, sleeping through emergencies, and potential safety concerns when living alone create legitimate drawbacks. Partners may find heavy sleeping frustrating during nighttime childcare or emergencies. Growing up broke. Financial hardship during childhood, while genuinely difficult, creates developmental pressures that forge specific competencies. When resources are scarce, children learn skills that those in comfortable circumstances never need to develop. This adversity, while not chosen, often produces adults with exceptional practical capabilities and psychological resilience. The primary advantage is forced development of budgeting skills, resourcefulness, creativity with limited means, and genuine understanding of money's value. Those who grew up broke learn to stretch resources, find alternative solutions, and work strategically for what they want. This creates grit, resilience, and practical financial intelligence that people from comfortable backgrounds often lack. They understand delayed gratification, recognize opportunity costs intuitively, and develop work ethics born from necessity rather than motivation alone. The obvious trade-off includes chronic stress, fewer early opportunities, constant comparison to more privileged peers, and potential trauma from financial insecurity. These experiences can create scarcity mindsets that persist even after achieving stability. Excessive sweating. Hyperhidrosis and overheating tendencies affect roughly 3 to 5% of the population severely, with many more experiencing milder forms. This trait represents an overactive but highly efficient thermoregulation system. Humans evolved as persistence hunters in hot African savannas, and sweating capability was our primary advantage over prey animals. Those with enhanced sweating systems carry this adaptation in amplified form. The primary advantage is superior cooling efficiency during physical exertion and heat exposure. Excessive sweaters begin thermoregulation earlier and more aggressively than others, preventing dangerous core temperature spikes during intense activity. This creates significant advantages in endurance sports, hot climate performance, and sustained physical labor. Marathon runners, construction workers, and military personnel with efficient sweating systems maintain performance when others overheat and fail. Social embarrassment, clothing stains, dehydration risk, and discomfort in professional settings create real challenges. Excessive sweating can affect confidence and require constant management. Lactose intolerance. Lactose intolerance affects approximately 65–70% of the global adult population, representing the original human condition rather than a disorder. Lactase persistence, the ability to digest milk into adulthood, evolved only 7,500 years ago in specific dairy farming populations. Those who are lactose intolerant actually carry the ancestral human genetic setting, not a defect. The hidden advantage lies in gut microbiome optimization and reduced digestive inflammation. Lactose-intolerant individuals who avoid dairy often develop healthier gut microbiomes adapted to fiber-rich plant-based foods that support beneficial bacteria. Research suggests lower rates of certain digestive cancers and inflammatory conditions among populations with lactose intolerance. Their digestive systems function as evolution originally intended, processing foods humans consumed for hundreds of thousands of years before dairy agriculture emerged. Dietary restrictions, social inconvenience, and calcium source limitations create practical challenges in dairy-heavy cultures. Reading labels and avoiding cross-contamination requires vigilance. If you want to find out more hidden advantages of your body, check out our video on your dream type. You might be more gifted than you think.